Hey guys, so this is going to be a recording of the second time I bleached the hair. The first time I bleached the hair, all of the recording got deleted, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same thing that I did on the first bleaching. The first time I bleached the hair, I added 2 cups of 40 developer and 1 cup of cream bleach. So that's 1 part bleach to 2 parts developer, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the second time I bleached the hair. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into the video. So before we jump into the video, I did want to give you guys a quick video of the hair in natural sunlight so you guys can actually see the color of the hair. So as you can see, after the first bleaching, the hair is very brassy, but it still has lots of volume. It still have all the curls. It's still very luscious. And as you can see, I did add zip ties to all 3 bundles so that the hair would not come apart during the bleaching process or the washing process. So again, I'm doing the exact same thing with the bleach that I said in the beginning. We're going to go ahead and do 1 part developer and 2 part developer, 1 part cream. So the cup is actually 1/2 of cup. So it's a 1/2 of cup. So I did 2 half cups, and which makes 1 cup, and then 2 full cups, which makes 2 full cups. And I went on ahead and added the Absolute Perfection Booster Step 1. I actually added 2 of those inside of the mix, which is basically the solution to keep the hair from over processing. And when you mix this up, you just want to make sure that you mix it until it's kind of like liquidy. Like you want you see how that is? You want it to be kind of like liquid and not so much as a thick cream. Went on ahead and got some purple dye so that it can combat the red. It actually looks pretty red right here, but it's pretty orange in person. So I went on ahead and put the purple dye inside of the bleach so it wouldn't be as brassy. And you just want to go ahead and saturate the hair as much as you can. And then comb it through from the tips all the way up. On to the next bundle. You want to comb it out before you start putting the bleach on it so that you avoid any type of kinks and you get the most coverage as possible. And I'm just going to do both sides. You just want to make sure you comb through the hair so that the hair, even after you put the bleach on it, like you just want to comb through it a little bit so that it's not chunky. So just make sure you saturate the hair as much as possible. That way you don't have to worry about bleaching it multiple times. It'll already be fully covered. And we're just going to do the exact same thing to all 3 bundles and the frontal. And so I did the exact same thing that I did to the bundles, to the frontal, except I did not want to go all the way down to the root. So I got this little bitty comb to get close to the root, but not quite all the way down to the root. So we let that sit for 30 minutes. And anytime you bleach or do any type of processing to your hair, you want to make sure you get a neutralizing shampoo so that the bleach can stop processing the hair. Otherwise, you will over process the hair and you will ruin the texture. So you just want to make sure you wash that hair, rinse it out really good first, and then wash it with the neutralizing shampoo. And so you want to rinse all of the bundles out before you start washing the hair. That way you don't have to worry about over processing any of the bundles. If you guys are interested to see how I dyed the hair after I was done with the bleaching process, or go ahead and watch my next video, because that's going to have all the details of how I dyed the hair in that video. So I just did the exact same thing for all 3 bundles. and the frontal. And I also washed the hair with the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo, just to try to help combat that that brassiness just a little bit more. That way, once I rinse this out, it will be the color that I want. And listen, guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm a professional YouTuber, because I'm not. I'm actually very new to YouTube. But if I have time to make the videos and I think it's actually going to benefit you guys, then I'm going to do that. So right here, as you can see, you don't want to comb through the hair while you're shampooing it, because as you can see, the hair was pretty like matted together, because it is still fragile and a little bit like brittle. So you don't want to comb through the hair when it's in that stage. You want to wait until you put some conditioner and some moisture on it to try to comb through that. It is human hair, so it's just like your own hair. You wouldn't comb through your hair when it's like super brittle like that. You want to wait till you put some moisturizer on it. And as you can see, up until this point, this is all the shedding that I've got from all 3 bundles of hair. After I've combed through them, this is it. This is all the shedding that I've got so far. So you want to go ahead and saturate that hair with some coconut oil after you've washed it out with the neutralizing shampoo and the Shimmer Lights. You just want to saturate the hair with some coconut oil, and then you want to go ahead and saturate it even more with the silicone mix, and then comb through it again. So you want to comb all the way through it. One thing I will say though, if I was to get some more hair and dye it, I probably would not comb through it as much, only because I feel like it helped the curls fall a little bit more, and I wanted my curls to be a little bit chunkier. But it kept the pattern pretty good, so I don't really have many complaints on that part. And so as you can see, the hair is already a lot lighter than it was when I first started bleaching it the second time. So after I was done washing the hair and also deep conditioning the hair, I let the coconut oil and the silicone sit on the hair for 2 hours. And once I was done letting that sit for 2 hours, I just rinsed it out. This is what it looked like the next day after it had set overnight and dried. So if you guys are interested in dyeing your hair, whether it be your natural hair or bundles, I definitely recommend this process because it's the least damaging. And I'm going to go ahead and leave all of this information on what you need in the description down below.